GLA mission 2, but it's a Deathless speedrun, so we're starting off with a fake supply stash, and I've built 3 workers from the command center. I'm selling off most of our demo traps here because we don't need those, but I will take the extra cash from selling them off. Same goes with the bunker too. So we're doing fake buildings because we want the workers to go to different spots on the map. Meanwhile, those buildings will convert to real ones, so it's going to be a time saver. Next up, we're selling off our command center because we don't need that either. No general powers for me, but I do want to use that space for an arms dealer. So terrain on this map is a little bit uneven, so by selling off the command center, I can build the arms dealer on a flat surface quickly. So again, another time saver. So next up, 3 tunnel networks. Now that the barracks is converted to a real one, I don't need anything more than 3 tunnel networks to defend my base. You could do more if you want, but 3 tunnels is enough. See, if you let the battle go out a little bit longer, so like maybe 9 or 10 minutes, then that's when Kassad would bust out the quad cannons. See, that's when you would really need to bolster your defense. Now I'm going to build up my palace right next to the arms dealer, so very quick getting our tech tree up, and I want to get these guys inside the tunnels as well. I don't need the rocket troops or anything like that. I just want to get the guys inside the tunnels so then they don't get taken out, and I don't want to take a death, of course. So a combat bike did appear. That's kind of rare. Normally the bike, if it does appear, will go for my bike, but in this case it went for my tunnel network instead, so very good news there. So with our rebel capturing the oil derrick, I got my 3 workers that were building things to go collect supplies. See, I want to get supplies quickly so then I can build up some combat bikes. So combat bikes are going to be the key to my strategy here, and I need to get 8 combat bikes. So right now I want to focus on getting 6. See, my goal here is to get Jarman Kell and the camouflage ability as well. So with the palace, the camouflage ability is going to cost me 2 grand, and the Jarman Kell is going to cost me 1,500. So that's the thing. I want to have the workers gathering as much resources for me as possible, as well as the oil derrick also chipping in too. But getting to 6 bikes is good. If I try and go for a 7th or an 8th one, I won't have enough to get the Jarman or the camouflage at the same time. So sometimes if my workers are a little bit slow, I might have to settle for 5 bikes, which was the case here. So now I just got to hope that I can build 3 bikes before Jarman Kell arrives. That way I can start my attack on Kassad as soon as possible. So I'm just waiting on the last bit of funds to come in, and then once you get that 3rd bike, we don't actually need to spend any more cash. You could get upgrades like fortified structures if you want to, but you don't need it. Now with our bikes, we're getting them ready. So I got 1 bike hotkeyed to number 3 and another bike that's going to be behind. So the one behind, that's going to be the one for Jarman Kell. Now as for the other bikes that are at the arms dealer, I want to hotkey all of those guys together. So now we're just waiting on the guest of honor. Here comes Jarman Kell. So he's going to be hotkeyed to number 2, and the big group is hotkeyed to number 1. Now the camouflage ability hasn't kicked in yet, but it doesn't matter by this point because there's no enemies to really worry about. As long as we keep hugging that right and moving north, we're good. There is 1 tunnel network, but again, as long as you hug right, you're good. So with our bikes, sometimes they can be a little bit difficult to control. Some might get stuck on the other one that's in front, and it might slow them down a little bit. But in any case, we are going to get to our destination, and we want to go a little bit north of that civilian building over there. And what we're going to do is we're going to use hotkey number 3 bike, and he's going to evac. And he's going to go inside this building here, which is going to get the attention of the artillery platform. Meanwhile, Jarman Kell, he's going to evac, and he's going to snipe the guys inside that stinger site, and then bikes that are hotkey number 1, we're going to move those guys off to the west, and Jarman Kell is also going to follow too. So this is where things get a little bit weird, because the terrain here absolutely sucks. See, for this, I have to get Jarman Kell to take over one of my bikes, so then we can get him over to this section here. So that rebel that you see, he cannot follow any further. So with Jarman, we're going to take out these infantry here next to the tunnel network. And that's going to be important because if I was to attack with my bikes just as is, then the infantry would, of course, follow and attack, and then I'd lose units. So now that it's done, I'm going to get all my bikes to attack, but I've got to be careful here. If I just attack all at once, then one bike is going to basically go the other way and then get shot down by a stinger sight or the bunker. So I've got to try and make my moves properly here. And there's another stinger sight that's in the top left corner to worry about, so I've got to really pick my battles here movement-wise. So I've got 5 bikes all attacking. That's it. That's all you need to do. And as for this rebel, I forgot to move him to the north sooner. So normally I'd move him north as I'm moving west with my other units. But yeah, I forgot to do it. But luckily the artillery platform didn't get to him, so we're good. Now as for my 5 bikes attacking the command center right now, I would have liked to have had more bikes attacking to speed this along. But because the terrain sucks and it's tight quarters, it meant that any extra bikes that would be there would not only get in the way of the ones attacking, but they'd just go all over the place and potentially get hit by stinger sights or the tunnel network that's off to the left. So I had to settle for 5 bikes, but we do eventually destroy the command center, and that's going to be how we did GLA Mission 2 Deathless and as a speedrun. So if you enjoyed this one, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I do have a playlist you want to check out any of my other content. I'm Craclo, I'll see you in the next one.